though it does not apply to me now. All of us in higher education get jumpy because something happens in Washington, something happens in Baton Rouge, something happens in New Orleans, and we say, well, it may be Tulane today, but me tomorrow.
We have an annual economic impact of hundreds of millions of dollars, and we are some of the city's largest employers. Part of what makes our university so very special is that we're part of the neighborhoods. We're the neighborhoods of New Orleans. We're not a suburb.
In Tulane's view, as well as those of the other universities, as you've just heard, the motion under consideration is unfair, anti-development, discriminatory, and fraught with unintended consequences. The motion simply does not represent sound public policy. And in fact, it undermines our collective efforts to build a truly progressive city for the 21st century. Such a process violates just about every fundamental rule of good government. The motion is discriminatory by its organizational and project focus, and clearly was motivated by one project, Tulane Stadium. Tulane has always interacted with the surrounding community in positive ways and found common ground to address issues. And regardless of what happens today, our relationship to and communication with the community will continue.
All we want to do is have a wonderful place for our young men to play. We want to have a wonderful college atmosphere that every other school in this state has, but except for us. We don't want to play in a 70,000-seat stadium that I played in when I was in high school, Tulane Stadium. This is a 27,000-seat stadium that we all could fit in. It's a college atmosphere. We want a college atmosphere.
The proposed Tulane Stadium meets all existing zoning laws and does not require a variance. Tulane has been and will continue to be a good neighbor, just like it has been for over 150 years. Tulane has done an amazing job post-Katrina in helping to rebuild our community. Dr. Cowen has devoted hundreds and thousands of hours to helping out this community. And by committing to building this stadium, he is trying to help out our community.
The proposed IZD does not include Dillard University, but I'm here today to oppose this motion because of the threat that it poses for all higher education in the city of New Orleans, as well as economic development in the city.
This injunction will prevent our campus from starting much-needed capital projects, from the renovations to our Howard Tilton Memorial Library, a new dining hall for students, and the construction of a new residence hall, all of which are absolute necessities. Tulane recognizes the need to be a good neighbor, and I believe that they are taking the proper steps in doing so. This process must continue to proceed in a civil manner as both Tulane and our neighbors coexist together.
I love Tulane football. Lived on Tulane campus for years. My husband and I have, all our children were born on Tulane campus in married student housing. We made many a football team game in that old stadium and cried when that stadium came down. I still have my plank of wood from the old stadium.
Tulane is critically important to our city. A more robust football program will benefit Tulane and the city at large. And an on-campus stadium will add to that experience, and Tulane has had much success in fundraising for just such a stadium.
I would encourage everyone to realize that Tulane is really in need of this stadium, that it is a vital part of their future if they're going to attract the student population, continue to grow, and to continue to be a vital part of this community.
I absolutely see the growth of Tulane every day, and I've seen the pressure throughout my youth and continuing on within the communities. But I do believe that if we follow a process, we can all coexist in a manner that is respectful and in a manner that is progressive.
Going forward, this resolution would not hinder what needs to be done in the community, and hopefully the university and the residents will be able to come together along with any work or any participation that we might have as a city council in order to get this project done, because it is an economic generator. It is an economic engine that plays a major role in the city of New Orleans.
To work toward the stadium happening and the stadium being a stadium that both the university and the neighborhoods will be pleased with.